promise to pay all the October claims by November so that they can streamline the SHA has gone to the record as another unfulfilled promise. Because as we speak, private hospitals are now threatening that they will only treat patients with hard cash. And if you can't pay cash, you will not be able to be treated in private hospitals. Things are boiling. And this is just adding into another list of unfulfilled promises. Welcome to the Bold Analysis. During the 11th National and County Governments Coordinating Summit held in Statehouse, Nairobi, some of the concerns that governors raised were pending bills on SHA, which President had promised during the State of the Nation address that they will be paid very fast so that SHA can be streamlined. When the President was making the State of the Nation address in October in the National Assembly, MPs were giving him standing ovation and nodding in approval of his message. But how has things changed? The counties were saying that their hospitals, they don't have money because of the pending bills. They cannot buy drugs because of the pending bills. And things have moved from bad to worse.
We are building a healthcare system that serves every citizen with equity and dignity. Over the past month, we have disbursed Kenya shillings 5 billion to settle historical debts owed to the public, private, and faith-based medical facilities, some of which have been pending for over a decade. Another 3.7 billion will be disbursed tomorrow. This underscores our commitment to ensuring uninterrupted delivery of healthcare services, and we will continue to clear the remaining balances in a phased-out approach over the coming months. This sustained effort aims to restore confidence in the healthcare system and ensure seamless access of quality services. Honorable members, there is a compelling body of data projecting that not only is the future of humanity urban, but also that Africa has the fastest rate of urbanization. Kenya is no exception, and in fact, many of our counties are urbanizing rapidly. Dear Kenyans,
private hospitals that initially at transition faced issues of making sure that they are embodied in SHA, are now saying because the government has failed to meet their side of the bargain, they are left with no option but to demand cash from patients. That is something that is really, really worrying. I saw a tweet from Senator Medu, and I'm going to say something about it. I asked, yes, Senator Medu just did a tweet in response to a Kenyan who raised this question, and they want us to look at this tweet. Private hospitals under RUFA are set to treat patients on a cash basis due to the 29 billion owed by defunct NHIF. They claim that the government has not addressed concerns with SHA, that SHA's capitation cannot support their operations. And Senator Medu responded and said, it is important to note that your MP gave William Ruto a standing ovation when he promised to clear all the NHIF debts in 2 weeks. The statement of the nation address was 21st November 2024, and according to the Statehouse calendar, we are into the second week of the month of, actually this is the third week, the month of December, because today is 17th. The State of the Nation address was on 21st November. If you count 2 weeks, the NHIF debts ought to have been paid by the first week of December. And so that goes into the record as another pending bill that is yet to be paid. This matter was raised by several governors during the summit in Statehouse. And if you remember Mutahi Kahiga during the church service on Sunday, he raised question about this promise.
Kwa sasa tunapoongea naibu wa rais, sisi kama Nyeri, SHA peke yake iko na deni yetu ya 289 million as of 8th of December. Sasa Mukurweini hakuna dawa, Nyeri town hakuna dawa, hospitali zangu hazina dawa sababu hizo pesa zote zinatakikana kulipwa na SHA. Tene turoyaga mbeca icio tukagurira andu dawa. Leo ikirete kou ni uraigua 1.4 billion kuri eroretio. We want to say this, 104 billion. Tungetaka kusema hivi, kama SHA inatakikana ifanye kazi, pesa za mahospitali zilipwe. Wale ambao tumetibu pesa, nilikuwa nauliza saa hii chief officer ananiambia we are owed 289,000 as of 8th, your excellency, na 1,900, almost 270,000, 270 million. Hizo pesa zingekuwa katika account zetu na tungekuwa tumenunua madawa. Sasa tukisema hivyo tunaambiwa tunapiga SHA na watu wetu wanaumia. So tungetaka tuseme hayo mambo tafadhali yaangaliwe. Jambo lingine ambalo tungetaka tuseme tukiwa tu mahali hapa ni kwamba kama tunaongea maneno ya, tunajua tunakumbuka jinsi mlivyokuja kwetu, wewe na rais, mlikuwa watu wanyenyekevu, mlikuwa mnatuomba kura. Sasa kila kitu ni kifua. Ng'ombe na si ya mtu idungwe. Ama namna gani? Na sisi kama county tunapeana vaccination. Kithe tutitheshaga ng'ombe cianyu. Tulituoka na ruthaju.
So, I don't know what's wrong with, as much as we are going with this, when they come to raise question on transition, that the transition have had issues, I've seen rebranding from SHA to Taifa Care. It's not going to be called SHA. Okay, SHA is going to be there, of course, the Social Health Authority, but the whole scheme is now going to be called Taifa Care. Very beautiful name, a patriotic, well thought name. But if we are spending money on rebranding while the product is not still good, then we're wasting that rebranding money. There is no need of spending money to rebrand, create brochures and the stickers and the logos and all that, so that we call it Taifa, whatever name we call it. If it is not serving Wanjiku, all that is in vain. All that is in vain. That money we are spending to rebrand, it's a lot of money. I saw something around, it goes to billion to rebrand to Taifa Care. I've seen people saying, and we encourage people to register so that they contribute. And while that is very important, we can encourage people, but if we still have issues, how will people register if they go to private hospitals and they cannot be treated? But the best way to onboard members, Kenyans, on this is to streamline it. Wacha watu waone ikiwaka. Now, the other concern that doctors raised is, that governors raised, is the doctors' strike that is starting on 20th. Governors have decided to seek audience with the president, but this matter was squashed. Not even the minister in charge or ministry officials or the office of the president decided to address this matter. And when they were walking out of Statehouse, the governors believed that the president failed to address a very important, pertinent issue. And I think we need to look at this. How will Kenyans head to Christmas celebrations when doctors are on strike? And now, you know, this strike is, they're raising so many issues. I'm yet to look at, of course, when they start, we'll be able to look at what they're complaining about. But I overheard their press briefing, they were saying that they've had discussions with the government since 2022, 2023, 2024, during the 63 days strike that ended this year, earlier this year. So, if that happened, Now, why are we still waiting for them to start? Why are we not proactive so that we can bring and solve this before? And I've realized when it is a strike that government is demanded to act, there is always a problem. Governors walked out of State House very disappointed because what they thought they will get, they are not given audience. The state is not giving, the national government is not giving it audience that it fully deserves. But I think the things we need to fix very fast before 2024, before the end of 2024, before we finish, we get to we cross over to 2025. We need to do these 3 quick issues, especially in the health sector. I need to explain those 3 issues we need to fix first. But first, kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our videos. We are crossing over to 100,000 subscribers, and we're so super excited about it. 2 years or 3 years of the bold, we are crossing over. So make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, and like our video. This week, we are also going to complete the project, our December project we were doing, which was building for Edison and Harrison. Yeah, nyumba ilikuwa inakauka, so they are doing the final work, and then I'll be able to travel back to Watamu so that we can officially hand over the house and of course really show you what we have done. That is our last project in this year, by the way, and of course we really thank God for the grace to stand with the society. Do these 3 things before we cross over 2024. That 104 billion ICT infrastructure, digital infrastructure that is needed for SHA should be revamped, should be dropped so that you go and revamp. You need 700 million to revamp NHIF. I can tell you what is making it difficult for us to pay money to pending bills to private hospitals is that 104 billion. Yani, you pesa ni mingi. 104 billion. That money is enough to, we want to pay 104 billion for that ICT infrastructure, while we've not paid private hospitals. Well, the doctors are on strike. The hospitals don't have medicine. So, fast, quick, toa hii pesa, usilipe hii pesa. That's 104 billion. Just take the NHIF system. I know that we've said that NHIF system was prone to manipulation of claims, where mtu anatibu, it's supposed to be 50,000 or supposed to be some 10,000. He had another zero that says now the claim is 100,000 or 1 million. But I think with administrative changes and revamp of that NHIF system that has been in place for the last 60 years, we can still be able to seal these loopholes. And if we must look for 104 billion, we can do it, but to SHA fix. We can still have SHA, but just with a revamped NHIF system. If you revamp NHIF system, you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve with 104 billion digital infrastructure you need for it. Number 2, rebranding health Taifa Care. The money used to rebrand Taifa Care, pay the private hospitals. Pay the private hospitals. Hiyo tufanye hiyo kwanza. There is no need of spending money to rebrand Taifa Care if the private hospitals are still demanding cash because of pending bills. The 29 billion NHIF pending bills. Let's settle that. Let's settle that. And if there is a committee to audit, let's audit it and settle it before cross to next year. So that if we really mean business with it. And I think the state needs to shelve their Christmas celebrations and listen to the doctors before the doctor strike start in the next 5 days. 22nd, which is next week on Sunday, the doctors are saying they're going to down their tools. So we can avert that. At least we can do that so that by the time we get to Christmas celebrations, we don't start a year with chaos, because it will not have started in a good note. I think next year we need to fix disbursements. The state, the Kenya Kwanza administration have very big problem with the disbursements. The governors walked out and they were saying that this year they're still pending bills in terms of disbursements. Some counties are grappling on source revenue that is supposed to help, and I still strongly believe that is the way to go. That is supposed to help is not still sustainable to many counties. So even as we cross to next year, we need to figure out the issues of disbursements. Thank you.